Hi everyone, my name is Vyse and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode we made quite a bit of progress. We basically found out that Leon was the murderer, although for some reason Makoto still hasn't figured out that those weren't numbers, they were letters. And we also saw Sayaka's motive for killing, and it seems as if her pop group is in some kind of danger, we don't know. And I'm in here in the gym, because I haven't been here yet. I need to find Hiro to talk about that crystal ball. And I haven't been in here yet, and the map doesn't tell me where he is for some reason. Let's talk to... Wait, is there anyone else in here? Just those two? Okay. Let's talk to Chihiro first. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote the numbers 11037. No, she didn't. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No. No, couldn't be. Yeah, it couldn't be because it was Leon. Hey Hiro, can I ask you something? No. I gotta get now. I've gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Good. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball. It was all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break?
What?
It was actually just made out of glass and not crystal. Did that guy totally dupe me? Yeah, probably. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Is that seriously all BS? Yeah, most likely. Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt this belonged to you? Yeah, it's mine for sure. Probably forgot it in the laundry room last night, someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Thanks, Hiro, that's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Dang. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Ding dong ding bong? Hello?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Oh, okay.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
So I'm wondering, is there anything I can miss? Does this just automatically happen when I've found everything I can find, or is there like a certain number of conversations I can have before it triggers? Hopefully not, because then I'm kind of screwed if I missed anything, because I saved just before finding this.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Why is it red? Why not just paint it black?
See you soon.
Sorry, just I couldn't resist. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Oh, hello. So that's what that's for. Why the creepy music? Well, I see this red door and I want it painted black. Oh, hello.
Yo!
You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. How am I late? There were 2 other people with me. Did they just teleport onto this elevator? I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. Okay, now you're speaking some logic here. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Never mind. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? Leon? The one who murdered Sayaka is Leon. Is it really one of us? Yes, it's Leon. Hello, Monokuma.
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Oh, when I heard elevator, I was thinking like top floor, but this is basement. That's kind of creepy. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna talk to everyone first. Hey Mondo, I'm actually starting to not hate you. So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a damn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn, we really need to go through this flash trial thing, huh? If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. Sakura, you believe me, right?
Hey.
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Kyoko, you know it wasn't me. You know it was Leon. Ugh. Let's get started. Chihiro, please believe in me.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Not much of a choice right now. Relax, I haven't decided 100% you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. That definitely made me feel a lot better. I can't help but wonder whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Hey Celeste. You're creepy, but you seem kinda cool too. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Found a lot of things. I'll prove to all of you. Being so insistent, you really obviously killed her. Very impressive. Yeah, I don't like you at all. Byakuya? Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Kifumi? Come on, man. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call. It wasn't me, it was you! You did it! Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Oh! Okay, so you're counting on everyone else to blame me, so everyone else dies, and not you. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? Yes. No, scared isn't quite right. It's absolutely
Makoto.
right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else is already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. I don't like this elevator. It's like some kind of freight elevator. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when the time finally comes.
oh,
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Oh. I don't like that laugh. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
shit.
Not even close. It's total crap.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. Two missing spots. Seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain call on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly class trial! Okay, yeah. If there's one thing I learned, it's always save when they give you an option. Hold on. Lost in thought. Increases the time limit for each phase. Okay. Didn't even know I had any special melodious. Oh, hey, yeah. Increases damage to opponent when the statement is destroyed. Hold on, can I only have one? Yeah. Okay, I can have at least two, but I wish it was listed just with the ones I have. Opening handbook, truth bullets. Okay. Do I need to equip these? Okay, no I don't. Alright. Guess we start the first trial. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
That's not gonna work.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Well, I believe you just did.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
It's actually kind of a nice sentiment, but it's still kind of creepy.
Friendship penetrates?
Dude, come on!
But what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Well, technically, there aren't any seats at all.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Hold on, I don't buy that. There's something significant about that
First up
seat.
is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! I don't know what I'm doing. All things progress during each class trial. As things progress, you'll engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is you have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use WASD to aim, then fire with mouse button E. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press escape during these arguments, you can review the controls. Good luck and have fun! Make your argument. This is evidence of a struggle. Wait, what the?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Okay.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
It did.
In the bathroom.
Yes.
So it seems most likely that the
Okay.
killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Correct.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No! Yeah, evidence of a struggle! Break!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Okay, so things are a bit easier. I thought I was gonna have to look through all of the bullets and load it up within a limited time. So, okay. I'm glad it's slightly easier at least, but there's still some skill involved.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Not at all.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
That's what I was thinking.
Her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Yes, the person directly on your left, am I right?
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It is a real trial. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Okay. Make your argument. What truth bullet do I have? Kitchen knife set. Okay, so someone's gonna say the wrong weapon.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife.
Not just some random knife!
No, that's wrong!
Yes! Break!
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Yes!
A kitchen knife?
Okay, I'm really liking the way they're doing the effects and everything. It's really ramping up the tension
After the
here.
murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Indeed.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Shut up, murderer!
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Shut up, murderer!
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
That doesn't mean anything.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Thank you, Kyoko. I've always liked you.
It's not
I
gonna
think.
change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Indeed.
Really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. Because it was Leon. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Okay, concentrating like this consumes a focus gauge. If this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Good luck and have fun! Ooh, I love this music. Okay, I always account. Wait. I can't remember what I always account was. Crap.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Just gotta listen for
where
lies.
does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
No.
He did it in secret.
That was her account!
No, it's wrong.
Yeah, that was her account. She was there. She would have known if I was there. Okay.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Can I get a
What
witness?
do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Yes. That you went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were there. When you finished your tea and went back to the kitchen to wash your glass, one was gone. The knife disappeared when you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. And you saw that I wasn't there.
Just to be perfectly
Boom!
clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Sorry, I'm kind of speaking over some of the dialogue.
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Booyah!
Okay, then what about this?
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
That wouldn't work, because if one of us was the killer and got away with it, the other one would also be killed.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
That's a good question.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Oh, didn't think you'd actually come out and tell us something like that.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway,
thank you.
I didn't go
Thank
to
you,
the
Good
dining
Bear.
hall, and
Well-
I didn't take the knife.
Well, not
so
Good
I'm
Bear.
not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Leon!
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Please someone prove that. Oh, thank you, Sakura.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Yes.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
What?
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Oh, okay, I thought there was going to be some, I don't know, intense moment or
Which
something, I don't know.
means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, it doesn't. They just can't sleep outside the dorms.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Indeed.
So I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
You're about to get your head ripped off, dude.
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
Well, I think I know what the second trial's gonna be.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Say Leon, say Leon, say Leon, say Leon.
One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh. Someone who's not here? What are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
So did she take the knife to try and defend herself? Maybe Leon didn't go to get it. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Sayaka.
A gun! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
So that's what I'm thinking. She was nervous after what had happened with someone trying to break into a room and grabbed a knife for self-defense, and then eventually it didn't work out.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Yes!
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Crap!
What? See? He did do it after all!
No!
You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
No!
You possess a most terrifying talent.
It wasn't me, it was Leon! If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Thank you,
Because
Kyoko.
you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
What do you mean?
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Actually, no. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, that sounds terrifying. As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. Shoot down the wrong letters, suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Good luck and have fun. Something should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can figure out what that is. I don't remember! No. Not A. Wouldn't be R. No. I don't know! I know. What the? Oh, okay. Hair. Hair. Okay, and it takes more than one shot to kill it, okay.
I understand.
Okay, now, yes.
That's right.
Okay.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
I almost screwed that up, didn't I?
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Yes,
it wouldn't
okay.
be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Why would that be an issue?
That makes sense, does it not?
No.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Smart woman.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Thank you!
Makoto isn't the culprit?
No, I'm not!
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
That's a mischievous
Do you
smile.
remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
You mean that it said
Sayaka was
Leon?
attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
That's right, only I and Sayaka knew how to get to the bathroom properly.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves that is the object the killer broke. Doorknob! Doorknob? Doorknob?
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Yes.
The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was the doorknob or door frame, but...
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
There we go, okay.
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
And, okay, I just realized, that's why the toolkit's important, because I would have had to open my toolkit if it was me, because it was unscrewed. But I didn't. I didn't!
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes, I want to learn more. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. Ooh! What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they say, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. This is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Good luck and have fun. Crap. Alright, let's do this. Bathroom door frame. Okay, gotta pay close attention.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No. I think...
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms,
yes, that's right, okay.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Didn't think you'd be helping as much as you have been.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
It is in this case.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because the nameplates were switched by someone and he thought it was a girl's room.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. Said no, if the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime is that they didn't know that the crime was in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Yes.
Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
I don't think you know what that word means.
Yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But...
so that's something I think I can turn towards Leon, because he's the one who said that the door was locked. Why would he think it was locked if it had already been revealed that that was my room?
The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then
Yes.
Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank you, Toko! That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
Leon!
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
This isn't a video game, it's not how it works. Wait a minute.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For cereal!
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh! As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Yeah, because I got a lot more truth bullets to use.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Good question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
No, because he was in the room.
That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
With a toolkit?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, because she said she wouldn't let anyone in.
That can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Shut up.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
And why are you pointing like directly in the middle when I'm clearly standing right beside you? Because she asked me to do something in particular because how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka would let someone in because, switch no. Sayaka's wrist, dying message, door frame. Switching rooms.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for Sayaka, no matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Okay, I was thinking there was going to be something about switching the keys in particular, that's why I kind of freaked out. Even if I'm sure it's you, I won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Something I want to talk about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
So did she try to kill Leon?
Oh, you're right! It can leave an imprint! Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words! When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
By the way, this is probably going to wind up being a long episode. I don't want to stop in the middle of a class trial, so I'm just going to go until the class trial's
Makoto,
over.
Did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
And then that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
It's kind of creepy, but I actually gotta agree with you there.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
And now you just got even creepier.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Did you get the note?
Very well then. Pay attention.
I'm paying attention. Okay, more non-stop. Dorm nameplates. So gotta look at something that has to do with the dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yes.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
No! The kill into my room says Sayaka's, and the reason for that has to be because of what got switched to mine in Sayaka's room.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes,
But
okay,
in the
hold on.
note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
Maybe it's that one? No. I mean, it's time to stop wasting my time. Crap!
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Crap.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
Okay.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
The room that Makoto...
No! Okay.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
That was panic-inducing.
They got switched? That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Indeed.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Would have had to have been Sayaka.
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only person who had switched rooms. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see my room. Check the nameplates, make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
So Sayaka did try to kill Leon, didn't she?
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Most
We
likely.
figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But
But
we
who
still
was
don't
that?
know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Thank you,
Sayaka
Mondo.
fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah.
Most likely.
What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with a fake sword is because... when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Yeah, the gold, that's right.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
Yep.
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Yes. What happened in my room? Well, it was Sayaka's death. That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more info to learn about Nonstop. Would you like to hear more? Okay. Absolutely. Getting used to the non-stop debate. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth signature crap. Just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullets to fire. Press and release to cycle through bullets, or use the mouse wheel. The logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Good luck and have fun. Oh. Crap. Alright. Replica sheath, replica sword, knife.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt.
Yes.
A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Crap! Should have fired earlier. Really did attack first. The exclamation for a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out,
the sheath.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the...
No, she grabbed the sheath! Someone says wrong. Must be a contradiction somewhere.
When the fighting broke out...
Oh, it wasn't sword-based, it was sword sheath-based.
Sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Please? Yes!
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
What can I do? Okay. This episode's getting a bit too long, and I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more content to it, so I hate to leave right in the middle of the trial, but this is a good length, and I think I got enough content here. So, a lot of stuff going on, and definitely going to have to finish this in the next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, it really helps me out a lot. If you have suggestions for other games for me to play, let me know down in the comments. Again, thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next Vice's Virtues. I'll catch y'all later.